Hey everyone, this is Jen Reed coming to you in this beautiful Friday afternoon, April 2022 from Monroe, Washington. Thank you for tuning into my channel, and I want to invite you to go with me in this exciting new adventure of, no, I'm not talking about growing out my hair, which on a whim I chopped off during the pandemic, but I'm talking about this new adventure, new journey of what it's like to become a commercial farmer. So this will be a journey that I'd like you to go with me. It's not always going to be, fun and excitement and wins. There's going to be wins and losses and frustrations and excitement and trials and tribulations and all the challenges that come with being an entrepreneur, and not just an entrepreneur, but a farmer entrepreneur. So I would like to just give you a quick preview of what's to come. So basically what it is like I said, I'm coming to you from Monroe, Washington. We have a 12-acre property. It's beautiful out here. And so let me just give you a 360-degree view from where I'm standing from the front yard. So there's the front yard garden. I'm gonna have raised beds. It's not done yet, so it's still a mess, but it's a work in progress. And then over here you'll see the neighbor's horses. It's really beautiful here, and look at the mountains there. Beautiful. So this is where and over there is the crazy thing that started with, hey, I want to grow vegetables year round. I would like to have a little greenhouse. So what happened was we found this property, and I kind of felt like, okay, so we have room. I would like to have a little greenhouse so I can grow things year round. There's also a really personal motivation for why I'm doing this. Part of it is that I talked about, I have always been into health and making sure that we're eating healthy food. In our current environment, there's also really a need for like food security, and with everything that's going on, I would like to be able to have a way for our local communities to have access to locally grown food year round. We're gonna be farmers who are doing things responsibly and in harmony with Mother Nature. And if I can offer that to my communities and help encourage them to support local farming, that would be awesome. So that's one of the goals. The other personal motivation of why I'm doing this endeavor, or taking on this new big challenge as if I don't have enough to do, is also the fact that my son has been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. So I kind of thought, I've been doing some research, like what if I am able to grow hemp and then extract CBD from hemp? Maybe, I don't know, I've read that it would be helpful. So that was part of the original motivation, was like, what if I have a greenhouse where I can grow vegetables year round and I can also grow hemp for personal consumption? So I looked into what it would cost to buy a greenhouse kit. And I got the pricing, and I was ready to pull the trigger. And then I saw this ad on Craigslist for a used greenhouse. It's really high quality, from a company who was moving locations, and they spent a lot of money in their setup, but they can't take the structure with them. So for the same price that I would pay for a greenhouse kit, that I would pay for 3 35 feet wide by 300 feet long used greenhouses, I kind of felt like, why not go for the big one? So, and also the when I priced out the greenhouse kit, there was also like this is in the middle of the pandemic, so shipping was going to be delayed, it might not be available, whereas this used greenhouse was ready for us to take apart and take down. So I pulled the trigger and bought the existing greenhouses, and so we spent a month dismantling it over the summer and moving it to the parts and the pieces to our new property. So this is where there's on our property, there's a tennis court. That's where we put all of the parts. So then came this first challenge, was that, okay, I thought I would save money buying used greenhouses, but then as it turns out, I spent so much more money on the labor to dismantle, and then hauling it here, and then finding labor to put it up. Setting that all aside, I scraped enough money to be able to get that done, and then got some friends and friends of friends who came over and helped set up the structure. We started construction around I believe September, October last year, and just did little things little by little, and it took so long to get everything done. But here we are now. What is it? I'd say September, October, November, December, March, 7 months later, we have 4 covered greenhouses. So the idea here is that I would be 2 of the greenhouses I would use to grow hydroponically year round, and the other 2 would be used more of a high tunnel, so it won't be heated or artificially heated or cooled. We're just gonna do things manually. So that's the greenhouse number 3 and greenhouse number 4, and we have some potted plants there now. But the other greenhouses, we're gonna be doing cool season crops, and those vine crops, tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, and then lettuce, all kinds of stuff, like enough for people to be able to have something on their breakfast, dinner, or lunch table. If you don't have to go to a grocery store. My idea is that the basket that I would be selling would be enough to make a meal out of. And we're also going to be culturing gourmet mushrooms. So there is that structure there, which was the detached garage that I had turned into a lab and a mushroom production facility. So, I didn't really have to change anything. I just put some nice white walls to make it more cleaner, and also to retain heat during the winter. But here is, we're still under construction. This is just a preview. I am inside greenhouse number 1, and it is hot in here. So let me see if I can turn around and show you the inside. We just poured concrete 3 days ago, and now we're in the process of just putting some finishing touches, some temporary electricity so I can run some pumps and heating and cooling and fans. I'm hoping that by the weekend we can clean this up and we can start production. So each greenhouse is 30 feet wide by 120 feet long. That is the plan. A lot of work on top of a full-time job, but with a little help, maybe not little, but a lot of help from friends and family, we are going to make this happen. And I want to take you along the journey. I want to share insights and tips and tricks with all of you who might be planning or looking into commercial farming. I have a lot of lessons learned, things that I should have done or haven't done, and I hope to save you from those pitfalls, and maybe we can grow together as farmers. So with that, I will sign off for now, and I will see you in the next chapter. Thank you.